Alright, guys and girls, sorry about the shakiness. I left my equipment at home, so we're holding this with hands. Got a few emails asking about my welding setup and what I like to use. I'm a fanboy, and you'll notice it right away. Later. Start off with my homemade welding table. It's 64 by 42 by 30. I should have went a little higher, but I'm a short guy at 5'7"-ish. So that played a fact into it. I made this 1/4 inch top, box tubing, thick wall 1/4 inch, 1.5 box tubing, all the way around. And I stiffened the sides up here with angle iron on both sides. And I have box tubing running this way, so my table's not going anywhere. It's heavy enough to do what I need to do. So we're going to start with the wall. Squares. An old trick is to grind the corner off, so when you're welding, you're not hitting the weld. You can just butt it right up against your two pieces. Eye protection. Paper, pen, nice to have. That way you can make changes on your design, or if you're doing things, you can write down if you see something you want to change later. Because thinking about it and I'll remember later, or if you have a few in you to go to remember and you'll forget. So it's just nice to have paper and pen. And clamps, welding magnets, more than one tape measure, and the heater kicked on. More than one tape measure in case you drop one or you're doing a project on the other end of the shop and you carry it over there. It's nice to have one here at all times. Well, I got some magnets. I'm using some on a different project on the other side of the shop, so that's what I have here. Cut-off wheel, some pliers, my grinding and cut-off wheels, wire wheels, Harbor Freight 4.5 inch grinder. I think that's the Chicago Electric, like 15 bucks on sale. Can't beat it. I get a year and a half out of them. Then I pitch them when they start going bad. Good drill bits. Those are not new. I had two of the same, and so when they get dull and I can only sharpen them so many times before I get mad and I throw them away and get new ones. 3/8 Black & Decker drill. It's dying, but it's been dying for 20 years. And a Chicago Electric 1/2 inch drill. I think it's 1/2 inch or 3/4. I don't know. Yeah, 1/2 inch drill. Thread cutting oil, PB blaster, and fluid film. That's about it. Oh, and I keep a soapstone on the welding bench as well at all times. Vise isn't necessary, but it is extremely handy to have. This is an old Craftsman made in the USA. It's seen better days, but it's also like probably 20 years old. Oh. This is where I'm a fanboy. I run a Hobart 210 MVP. And I like the splatter spray over the gel just for simplicity, and it doesn't get nasty like the gel does. This drawer, nothing. You know, center hole punch, multi-purpose bigger drill bits. This drill bit, or this drawer, just more soapstone and some miscellaneous supplies. These MIG tips from Harbor Freight. I needed these on a Sunday because I ran out, and you will burn through them, so you're better off buying the name brand stuff. Next drawer down is absolutely nothing. A couple clamps, a speed score that should be hanging up, and a pair of needle nose. This drawer is extra wire, and I need to get another box. Clamps, 90-degree clamps. I get these at Harbor Freight as well. I get a year, 2 years out of them before they die. They're not designed to use what I'm using them for, but they work. And my trusty click stop, made in the USA crescent wrench. Never heard of them, but I've had it for years. I use that for regulator. Then my other cart is the Hobart stickmate 165, or excuse me, 235 160 AC/DC welder. Just electrodes and more soapstone. This Vulcan electrode, be careful with it. It leaves a lot of slag, and it is extremely dirty. It's dirtier than other brands. Let's see, I got a helmet under there, an auto darkening helmet, and welding jacket, welding gloves that I never use. I'm going to show you the quality out of this so you guys can make fun of me later because I should have known better, but it works great for these. I'm putting it together. The sticker or the emblem's on the wrong side. And no, I did not do that. It was like that when I assembled it. Down below the Harbor, my other cart, I got my itty bitty MIG. That's a Clark small arc welder. I use it for when I'm welding a friend of mine's bicycles up for him. He does custom bicycles, so I'll use that with some itty bitty rod. And then I got old trusty here, sugar scoop helmet. I say that because these don't fail. Anyway, it's kind of my welding setup that I use when I use it. So for all you guys who were asking, that's what I use. So as always, have a great day and thanks for watching. Thank you.